If you've ever been dating a guy and things were going well, and then all of a sudden he stopped communicating, the text fell off, and you just felt him pulling away, then this is the perfect video for you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you can text that guy. I'm Jason Silver, the dating coach for ambitious women, and on my channel, Attract Great Guys, I help you discover the truth about men, what we really want, and ultimately how you can attract a great guy. Hit that red subscribe button and the little notification bell right next to it so you don't miss any of my upcoming free trainings. And now let's jump right into it. Now, if a guy starts pulling away, there's a couple mistakes that a lot of women will make instantly. The first mistake they'll do is they'll start questioning him directly. Is there something wrong? What's going on? Why aren't you as communicative as you were before? Now, this is the last thing that you want to do. You don't want to start questioning a guy who is mistreating you early on in a relationship, if he's not showing you any focus or attention, because what that does is it shows desperation. It shows that you're reaching and grasping, saying, why? When in reality, the highest value woman wouldn't spend any time or energy on a guy that's not investing in her. So early on in a relationship, it's up to him to pursue you and to show you that he's interested. And the moment that he stops, instead of asking him why, you take corrective measures and you move on, or you spend less time thinking about him and focused on him. Along those same lines, you don't want to text him and tell him what you want. You don't want to reprimand him and say, just letting you know, I haven't really gotten what I need. And I'd like you to start texting me more frequently to show me how you feel. And that's not a good thing, because essentially, if he valued you, if he was actually pursuing you, he would have done these things. You don't have any leverage. You're not in a position to tell him what you would prefer him to do, because he clearly does not value you enough to even give you his time and attention. So where you're at right now is you're in a place where the guy obviously isn't treating you in a high value way. That's where you're at. And if a guy isn't treating you the way that you deserve to be treated, well, then he loses you. That's the value. He doesn't get more of your attention. He doesn't get your anger. He doesn't get your questions. He loses you. He loses your time, your energy, your focus. And you're basically, you can imagine yourself, you're on the train and you're going to Glory Town. You're going to the dream world where you're living a great life. And if he doesn't hop aboard the train and give you the time and energy and really pursue you, well, then the train is going to keep going without him. It doesn't stop. It doesn't try to persuade him to come on the train. It doesn't start quizzing him like, hey, why aren't you doing this to get on the train? No, the train is off. That is how you retain your high value positioning in a relationship. So personally, I would prefer if you just left him alone entirely and continued living your life, doing the things that you find happy, and ultimately creating a relationship where a man will pursue you. But if you absolutely feel like maybe you did something, or you just have to have some sense of closure, and you're unwilling to just keep going to Glory Town, and you have to text him, then the only thing that you can do is act as if nothing is wrong. You can't let him know you're upset. You can't let him know that you care. Because ultimately, if he's not treating you with value, you can't let him know that you placed him in this position where you expected that from him. Because he's going to think you're crazy. From his position, he doesn't value you. He doesn't really care. He's focused on his own life. So if you're going to reach back out to him, you need to let him know the same thing, which is that you're focused on your life. You're on this glory train. The only reason you're reaching out to him is A, you have a question. There's something that maybe you want his advice or his feedback or some information or knowledge that only he has, and then it would make sense that you reach out to him. You're not mad at him. You're on the glory train, but you happen to know this guy, and you have a question for him. So that's one way where you're gonna re-spark the communication and potentially give him a chance to begin pursuing you again. The second route that you can take is just reaching out to him and inviting him somewhere. Literally saying, hey, I'm going to this thing, I thought you would like it, or hey, I'm going to this thing, I'd love you to come with, it'd be fun. And what you're doing here is it's like a last-ditch effort to basically re-spark the relationship and see if then he'll be willing to invest more time and to pursue you. You'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe something was going on in his life, and obviously You're not upset, you're not angry, you're not sad, you're not devastated. Your train is still moving forward, but you saw something in him that was special or interesting, and you're throwing him a life preserver to say, or a rope to say, hey, come on, catch up to the train. I know you're a great guy. I know you can do it. I know you're gonna be someone to pursue and to meet me halfway in the relationship, but there can't be any blame. There can't be any victimization. You can't feel like you're the victim. You can't blame him. You need to be the creator. Someone that is moving forward on your train to happiness with or without him. And when you do it with no expectations, when you're not upset, that places you in a truly high value position as being the leader and the creator and the woman who is leading her own life. And that's attractive. I get how frustrating it can be if you've kept running into these situations where you're meeting guys and things seem to be going great and then they pull away. But I promise you, if you keep going, if you have true confidence and love for yourself and your train of glory that's going to where you want to go in life, that there is a guy out there who will pursue you, who will give you what you need. It's just a matter of letting the guys go that are ignoring you to focus your energy and attention on the guys who will give you that attention. The biggest mistake is stopping the train and waiting for the guys to catch up. What happens then? Your train is stopped, you're not fulfilled, and you're not attracting the guys who are a good fit, the guys who want to go with you on that train ride to the dream destination. I know that if you listen to the tips in this video, if you continue moving forward and not paying attention to those guys, that you will find someone. There are great guys out there who do align with your values, who do align with the things that you want in life. And I actually created a step-by-step program. If you hate the idea of going online, this will totally flip everything that you thought about how to meet a guy online. It teaches you a much quicker, more efficient way to attract a guy online who will actually pursue you. I'll include a link in the description to a presentation that tells you more about that program and my unique approach called the Silver Method, and I'll see you over there. Thanks so much for watching. Be well.